Is this the best LEGO Star Wars AAT ever made? Well, from a collector and display perspective, absolutely. It's the only separatist Clone Wars style AAT LEGO has ever made that actually scales well with minifigures. The only other AAT that can scale, pretty decently with figures was their very first attempt all the way back in 2000. Ever since, it's just been smaller iterations. So, if you're looking for a good collectible that has a lot of shelf presence, this is pretty much it. But that's not the only perspective. As well, this was designed to be a toy. And this was designed to be a toy. So, how do they compare? Well, there are a few notable features on the 2009 model to talk about. First of all is what you'd expect from both models. Some rotating turrets, the gun barrel can spin, tank stuff. One of the kind of baffling features on here though is the side turrets of the 2009 model are actually flick fire missiles. This does have the very nitpicky side effect of them drooping a little bit, but LEGO decided to put them through about a whole brick worth of Technic brick. So 2 1x2 Technic bricks, and it makes it a little bit hard to flick them out. One of the other features here is by moving the top barrel, you get a hatch to access the interior. But it's very difficult to put in a battle droid this way. If you really want to put a figure into the AAT, you have to take out the built-in speeder. It's nothing really to look at, but its inclusion definitely has some value. But I do feel like it compromises a lot of what have been very usable interior space. I personally would prefer a proper, more detailed interior that may even be able to hold like regular minifigures, which I don't think any AAT has ever been able to do. Now let's talk about the 2020 model, which despite its much smaller size, actually makes a couple of improvements. First of all, it makes great use of spring-loaded shooters, actually mounting them into the base of the model, and they're very well integrated. Not to mention a lot easier and a lot more fun to fire. Additionally, though you don't have the speeder, it is much easier to get access into the interior of this thing, which I would take over the speeder. Additionally, there's just like a little bit more room in the top turret here to put a minifigure in. Or I should say put a battle droid in. With that said, the new one is far from bulletproof. First of all, it is much smaller, and to some kids that may be a deal breaker. Cause let's be honest, sometimes bigger things are more fun to play with. There's also a little bit of strange decisions made here from an accuracy perspective. The little side turrets are upside down. They got the disproportionate lengths correct, which was incorrect on the 2009 model. Both of them have incorrect turrets. They were so close on this one, but for whatever reason, they put them upside down. Also, the barrel on this thing is like longer than the 2009 model, which just makes it feel a little bit disproportionate. Let's get into the number now that I believe truly matters more than anything. I went on Bricklink, and for each of these sets, I searched in the United States for the lowest amount that I could get these sets used but complete. The 2020 model came out to $45, and the 2009 model came out to $100. And for most people, that's going to be the deciding factor here. Of course, if you're a collector with a couple of extra bucks to spare, going for the 2009 model might be worth it for you. But if you're collecting on a budget, you want a Clone Wars style AAT, or honest, you just want something to play with, I think that the 2020 model will do you just fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think that this is a little bit overhated. But despite my criticisms, I don't really think this is too overhyped. I think this is a really awesome model. I don't know, at the end of the day, I think it's a very subjective thing on which model you'd prefer to have. Of course, you can make a strong argument that this model is objectively better. Though as far as value goes, I think the other one might be more worth your money. I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and that's gonna be it for today. See ya.